$30 billion, 4,000 people dead, one man responsible for it all. Some called him a hero, others called him a monster. But who was Pablo Escobar? Really? Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because this story gets absolutely insane. Let's begin December 2nd, 1993. On a rooftop in Medellín, Colombia, the world's most wanted man takes his final breath. This is the story of Pablo Escobar, the man who built a billion-dollar empire on cocaine and blood. Born December 1st, 1949, to a farmer and a school teacher, Pablo grew up in crushing poverty outside Medellín. But young Pablo made a promise: he would never be poor again. At 15, he started stealing tombstones and reselling them. By 20, he was kidnapping businessmen. At 27, he was arrested with 39 pounds of cocaine. The charges mysteriously disappeared. Pablo had learned that everyone has a price. The 1970s brought cocaine to America, and Pablo saw opportunity. He created smuggling routes using planes and boats. Each flight carried millions. By 1982, his Medellín cartel controlled 80% of the world's cocaine trade. He made $420 million every week. The money came so fast, they waited instead of counting it. His fortune reached $30 billion, one of the richest men alive. He bought police, judges, and politicians. His motto, plata o plomo, silver or lead, take the bribe or the bullet. In 1982, he even won a seat in Congress. To the poor of Medellín, Pablo was a hero. He built entire neighborhoods, soccer fields, and hospitals. They called him Robin Hood. But there was another Pablo. When Colombia's justice minister exposed him in 1983, Pablo had him assassinated. Then he declared war on Colombia itself. Car bombs, murdered judges, dead police officers by the hundreds. He recruited teenage assassins from the slums, sicarios who killed for a few $100s. In 1989, he bombed a passenger plane, killing 110 people. Between 1984 and 1990, his war killed over 4,000 people. By 1991, exhausted and hunted, Pablo made a deal: surrender to a prison he designed himself. La Catedral had a soccer field, disco, bar, and waterfall. He kept running his empire from inside. But when the government discovered he'd murdered rivals inside his luxury prison, they moved to transfer him. Pablo's response? He just walked out. For 16 months, he hid in Medellín while his world collapsed. DEA agents, Colombian forces, vigilante groups, and rival cartels all hunted him. His associates were killed. His family fled the country. He was completely alone. December 2nd, 1993. One day after his 44th birthday, Pablo called his son. He just wanted to hear his voice. Police were listening. They traced the call. Within minutes, Colombian forces surrounded the house. At 3 p.m., they moved in. Pablo grabbed a gun and burst through a window. He ran across the rooftops. Shots echoed through the neighborhood. Colombian police fired. He fired back, and then silence. Pablo Escobar lay dead on a rooftop, the same streets where his empire began. The king of cocaine was dead. Over 4,000 people killed: judges, police, journalists, politicians, and innocent civilians. His empire built on suffering. Pablo Escobar proved that unlimited ambition without morality leads only to destruction. He died alone, his family scattered, his empire in ruins, his legacy forever stained with blood. That is the true story of Pablo Escobar, not a hero, but a man who chose power over humanity and lost everything. Pablo Escobar died on that rooftop in 1993, but his legacy lives on. The neighborhoods he built still stand. The families of his victims still mourn. And Colombia is still recovering from the scars he left behind. So I'll ask you one final time. Knowing everything you know now, the money he gave, the lives he took, the empire he built, the terror he caused, was Pablo Escobar a hero or a monster? Your answer says a lot about how you view the world. Comment below. I genuinely want to hear your perspective. If you made it this far, you're clearly into real stories about real people who change history, for better or worse. Subscribe right now, hit that notification bell, and check out the next video on screen. These stories need to be told, and I'm just getting started.